Welcome to Casual Water Golf. Apologies, I haven't been on here for a while. It's been a very intense few weeks mixing work as well as trying to get you relevant content, and me, most importantly, trying to improve my swing and implement the changes which I'm trying to make.
Oh wow, that was beautiful. There she is, look.
If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now and hit the bell icon to get notified when new videos get released on here. Today I'm going to be talking about the swing changes which I'm making and why it's important to understand what your end goal is before you try and make these changes. I'm not going to lie, it's been very difficult. I'm in a transition and the change is proving more difficult than I thought. I've had to completely rebuild my swing and the results are starting to show. More than anything, I need to be a bit more confident when playing. If I want to get better, I've got to master how to hit my driver, and for that reason, I didn't care anymore. I've dumped the 3-wood, it's still in the bag, but I'm beginning to really enjoy hitting my driver. So what is the first thing I'm working on? I have a very closed club face. As you can see here, the club face is still too closed. That means I often struggle to release the club. And if I do release the club, I hit a nasty pull, hook, duck hooks as well. In some instances, I do push it, but I've just not felt very comfortable swinging the club for a long time. So I've taken it upon myself to open up the club face a bit and release it, implementing the Mike Bender style. For those of you that don't know Mike Bender, go ahead and check his channel out. His philosophy is amazing, and he does preach about getting the club in the right slot, as well as releasing it and giving yourself a lot of forward shaft lean. That's all I'm trying to learn at the moment, because if I can master that, I'm a firm believer in the fact that I will get more consistent. The next step is for me to start the downswing with my left knee and trying to stay behind the ball. I just try and stay behind the ball as long as I can whilst releasing the club and swinging left. If I do that, oof, this driver is a thing of beauty at the moment. I'm shallowing out my swing has never been a problem for me. If I want to consistently swing on a zero path, I can. It's just a bit more difficult for me because I haven't fully mastered the art of club face control. I think I've often misunderstood club path and face control, simply because I would often correct a close club face by swinging too much from the inside, and that didn't help me out. So I'm now in the process of, for lack of a better way of saying it, opening the club face a bit more and ensuring that I go through the ball and I can release the club appropriately. So what's my mentality? My mentality is hit the golf ball as hard as I can and find it and hit it again. Now I appreciate that this may cost me a lot of golf balls, but the same way which I mastered how to play with my 3-wood and score, I'm very confident I'm going to do the same thing with my driver. My carry distance with the driver is looking at anywhere between 265 to 273 yards. Now on a normal day, or I didn't get this on camera, but the best one I hit was a 280 yard carry on TrackMan, and for me those are phenomenal numbers. I played Stoke Park the other day with a good friend of mine, and it was really a life-changing round. That's the best I've ever driven the golf ball. If I wasn't short of greens 20-30 yards, or I wasn't on a green on a par 4 for one, I wasn't far off. I mean, my irons weren't great, didn't hit them particularly well. I can't remember hitting one good iron shot, but I still shot 74 gross, which again, Stoke Park is a really nice track. It's not an easy track as well, but the mentality I have now is I don't want to pussy the ball down there, for lack of a better way of saying it again. I'm going to hit it as far as I can with my driver, find it, wedge it down there and make birdie. So in as much as I'm making these swing changes, my mentality also has to change. There is no point hitting a driver and not believing that you're going to smash it down the middle or draw it or fade it. That's what I really need to understand and learn how to do. I'm definitely going to be driving the ball better this year. That's the one thing I have put on my list to improve on. I normally play with a fade, but this year I'm going to go to a draw with the driver, simply because it's easier for me once I attempt to hit up on the ball. With my irons, I just want to hit it out the middle. I just want to understand what it feels like to play naturally again. I've become too technical. I initially had the club face really short, didn't release it. I just want to release the golf club. I think for me this year, the two things I'm going to work on are my driver and releasing the club head. That's all I want to do. I'm very sure that if I do those two things, I will play better golf. I'm desperate to get a bit of forward shaft lean. It's not been easy, but I hope I get there. Thanks for watching. Apologies guys, I haven't been consistent on here, and that's because I'm just going through a few issues that I need to sort out, and I have limited time at the moment, but I promise there's lots of content coming up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and hit the bell icon to get notified when new videos get released on here. Stay safe.